From the center of the basketball universe, this is Monona Grove Created Video. I'm Steve Martinelli, and tonight the Silver Eagle boys take on the Milton Redhawks. Kind of a repeat of last night's game when the girls entertained the Redhawks. Different team, though. We played just against the girls' team. Tonight it's entirely boys, or so it would seem. Silver Eagles come into tonight's game with a 2-4 record. Milton's 2-5. Milton with a one-game winning streak. They've only won the 2 games this year, and both of them against the Badger North and the Badger South last-place teams. They beat Portage in their second game of the season, 84-39, and Fort Atkinson, 63-52. Nothing to brag about in either one of those games because that's like beating up somebody's little brother. Silver Eagles, on the other hand, have been playing really tough opponents and having mixed results. They've won their last 2 games. They beat a pretty decent Edgewood team, 55-52, on last second shot. And then they went 3 overtimes against Watertown before beating them 72-71. They have played 3 overtime games out of their 5. They've won 1 of them, lost 2. The games they've won, they played very well. They've shot well. They played a couple of tough teams, Mount Horeb, Monroe, Waukesha North, losing those by a total of 13 points before bouncing back and winning the last 2. The schedule hasn't been kind to them so far, but this team is really starting to round into shape the last 2 games. They've looked really good. The scoring is coming along. The 3-headed guard monster we've got of Trey Loken, Lance Nelson, and Jacob Munns has been fantastic. Those 3 can score points. Between the 3 of them, I've got them for roughly 35, 36 points total. Maybe 2/3 of MG scoring is out of those 3 guys. They're ably assisted by several other good players. Connor Bracken has played extremely well, scoring 7 points plus a game and leading the team in rebounding with 9 a game. Kevin Nett has played well. Jordan Hibner coming off the bench has looked good. They've got a fairly deep team this year. Milton, on the other hand, after their leading scorer, Jack Campion, it drops off pretty fast. Samuel Burdett, a 6'1 junior guard, is their second leading scorer. And then it really gets dire after that. They're scrambling to try and find some shooters on this team. I don't think it'll be anywhere like last night's girls game where MG won by roughly 20 points, but I do hope we can win. It's a Little Eagles night, so we'll have them on the floor during the national anthem and then at halftime. But we'll do national anthem and then we'll have player introductions going here. Silver Eagles versus the Redhawks. So please stand and join us. Take a knee, sit down, whatever you choose to do and whatever your knees allow you. That didn't sound like a national anthem. That did. I apologize to Coach Dan Zweifel. I don't know how many wins he's got. I know he's very, very close to 300 career wins. Dan and I started at the same time doing these jobs, and he's been far more successful at it than I have. But now, first the player introductions for the Milton Redhawks. Number 23, Jack Weberpole, a 6-foot senior guard. Number 21, 6-foot senior, Dane Nelson. Number 3, Jack Campion, 5'10 senior. Number 25, Tommy Widner, 6'2", right, he's not one. Jack Weberpole, I mentioned. Zach Botham, 35, number 35, a 5'11 sophomore guard. And now your Silver Eagles, the ones you really came here to watch, right? Number 2, 5'10" senior, scoring just about 9 points a game, Trey Loken. 5'10" senior guard. Number 12, Jacob Munns. Number 21, 6'5" junior forward, Connor Bracken. 6'3" sophomore forward, Jordan Hibner, number 4. And number 3, the leading scorer for the Silver Eagles, 5'10" senior, Lance Nelson. Mark Gavigan, the coach of the Redhawks. Silver Eagles, of course, coached by longtime MG legend Dan Zweifel. So for the Redhawks, it's Campion, Burrows, Nelson, Weber-Paul, and Bothan. Don't worry, I'll forget these all pretty quickly. For the Silver Eagles, Loken, Nelson, Hibner, Munns, and Bracken. Silver Eagles, I think, actually have a height advantage in the starting lineups here. Dane Nelson will jump center against Bracken, both of them wearing number 21. Bracken, a 6'5" junior. Nelson, a 6'4" senior. And the tip goes to the Silver Eagles. And this is Nelson running the offense for Monona Grove. Milton comes out in a man-to-man defense. Swinging up high to Bracken. Go left side now. Into the lane, and we draw a foul. Nelson will go to the line. No, I'm going to say it was on the floor. First foul of the game on 32. There is no 32 on. That'd be 23, Weber-Paul for the Redhawks. The Silver Eagles inbound Hibner. Up top, this is Nelson. Picks it by Bracken. Bracken dumps off. Now they go back. Logan wanted to take the 3. No. Drives the lane, picks up a foul. And he's shooting 2. No, we're not going to shoot. It was before the foul. This foul on number 35, Zach Botham. Up high to Munns, between the circles. Swinging left side, Loken. Or excuse me, that's Nelson. Into Bracken for 2. Connor Bracken, a nice post move there to back his way in. A little spin move to score, and it's a 2-0 MG lead. This is Burrows with the ball, trying to drive into the lane, stopping, looking for some help. Now we'll go up to the hoop. Oh, and just got a roll in. First points of the game for the Redhawks, 2-2. Now, little 3-2 press by the Redhawks, knocked out of bounds. It's going to be MG ball. Good effort there by Bothan to knock it away from Bracken. Into the backcourt, this is Lance Nelson with the ball. Lance working against Ethan Burrows, hopefully their best defender. And Burrows takes that one away on the fast break. This is Weber-Paul back. Nope, taken away by Bracken. It's good Silver Eagle defense on that break. Looking to break this 2-2 tie. This is Nelson with the ball. Nelson right side. Hand off to Loken. Back to Nelson. He'll dribble up between the circles. Double teamed. Over to Loken. Right side. Up high to Nelson. He'll drive the lane now. Kick it off to Munns. Munns, he'll drive up. 10-footer. No. Rebound for Bothan. He comes down the floor. This is Campion with it, actually. Campion down the floor in a big hurry. 4-2. Milton with the lead now. Loken will give it to Nelson. Back to Loken. He'll get across the timeline. They look to Hibner. Nelson wanted the 3. Spin move by the free throw line. Lays up the right-hander. No. Tipped and rebound by the Redhawks. Burrows on a rundown. Hands it off to Campion, and Campion just streaks to the basket at 6-2. Milton. Milton scoring some points off the transition. They're running the ball pretty well. This is Hibner. He'll take it straight to the hoop. Nope. Little fake move. Lays it up and in. And 2 for Jordan Hibner. His first basket of the night. 6-4 Milton. This is Campion, their leading scorer. Just about 20 points a game for the 5'10" senior. Oh, nice move underneath. Dane Nelson with his first basket. Silver Eagles get it across to Munns. 8-4. Milton leads. Munns floated up. No. Rebound Bracken. The putback had it stripped. Nelson took it right away from him. Hands it off to Campion coming down the right side in a hurry. Campion's pretty quick. Over to Burrows. Blocked by Bracken. Release the Bracken. Nelson will bring it across for MG. Looking to cut into the 8-4 lead. They go inside to Bracken. Bracken can't get it to drop. Gets his own rebound and the putback for 2. Bracken with 4 points early in the game. And it's a 6-8 Milton lead. 14:20 to play in the first half. 8-6 Milton on top. Burrows now. He'll dribble across the free throw line. Looking for some help. Finds it in Botham. This is Weber Paul. Nope. Tipped. I'll take that. Thank you, says Lance Nelson, and he'll bring it across himself. He doesn't need anybody. Put up the right-hander. Whistle. Can't get the basket, but he got the foul, I believe, and should be shooting 2. See who they call this on. The Redhawks with 2 fouls already. Burrows called for his first. So, wholesale changes for the Silver Eagles. Kevin Nett coming into the game. Who else have we got here? Owen Croak. Croak, Nett, Hibner, Nelson, and Loken. Just a couple subs for the Silver Eagles. They are watching Nelson like a hawk. Inbound to Hibner. Nice back. Oh, they're going to call him for a charge. I thought he made a nice move to catch the kid off balance, but they're going to call an offensive charge on Jordan Hibner and give the ball to the Redhawks. 8-6, Milton on top. They're making these points on the transition too. They're not scoring many off a set offense. There's Campion a step back now, drive spin move, 10-footer, partially blocked. And they throw it off Nelson. It'll be Milton ball under their own basket. Nice move there by Campion. Campion, an honorable mention all-conference baseball player. Little piece of trivia. He gets the inbound pass outside the three-point circle on the right side. Now we try to drive baseline. Oh, and we're gonna get Owen Croak for his first foul. And I believe that'll send Campion to the line. Nope, Lance Nelson for his first foul. Shows what I know. Lance will come out, and we've got somebody ready to come in for him. I believe this is Schreiner. Campion makes his first. Yep, Will Schreiner in. Oh, Schreiner's coming in for Hibner. Nelson's going to stay in. It's an MG requirement to have every team must have a Nelson on it, apparently. Campion sinks them both. He's got 6 points already, and it's a 10-6 lead. 13:36 to play in the first half. Loken and Nelson playing keep away. They get it down in the corner. Swing it out to Nelson. Croak up high. Ooh. Looked to pass it to Loken, and Loken was cutting towards the basket already. Nelson for 3. No. Off the back bracket. Rebound. Campion. He's down the floor in a hurry. Looking for number 5. Evan Jordahl just into the game, and Jordahl lays it up and in. Jordahl was second-team all-conference quarterback this past fall. Now at 12-6, MG deficit. Croak, stop and back up, look for some help. There's Schreiner. He'll give it to Loken up top. They'll set something up here with 12:50 to play. Nelson to Croak. No, excuse me, that's not Croak, that's Nett. There's Croak. Tries to drive to the baseline, nothing doing there. Give it to Nett. No. Rebound Schreiner, no. Rebound Redhawks. This is Jordahl. To Campion. Campion is really quick. Nice pass inside to Ethan Hafner, and Hafner gets the basket, and we got an MG timeout. Campion was just flying down the floor that last pass. Hit Hafner on a nice one, and the big guy just made it an easy two-pointer. Hafner, a 6'4" senior forward. Not much of a scorer. But he scored on that possession and made it a 14-6 Milton lead. Redhawks looking to pretty good so far. A lot more offensive than the girls' team was last night. Remember, the Silver Eagles jumped out to a huge 20-point plus halftime lead as they scored 48 points in the first half. Then they just put it on autopilot and cruised the rest of the game. Basically played them even. Both coaches got a lot of players into the game, and the Silver Eagles doing a good job. Points out of everybody in uniform. 22 out of Shauna Curran, her season or career high. Campions had a high at 27 points this year against Oregon, 26 against Edgerton. Fort Atkinson, he had a nice game, 21 points, 8 assists, 3 steals. But he's really their main scoring threat. Burdette, number 31, we haven't seen him yet. He's having a decent year, scoring 8 points a game, but really Campion is their big threat. All right, now Krokel inbound it. He joins, let's see, there's Munns, Nelson, Schreiner. Who else we got? 21, Connor Bracken. Munns brings it across. Into the corner. And Logan lost the handle on it. Silver Eagles drop back in defense. Here they are on the offense again. Jordan will give it off to Campion. Campion and Weberpole in the backcourt. Now there's Burdette, 31. He just came into the game. Give it back to Campion. They look outside for 3. That's Campion. No, I'm sorry, that's not Campion. That's Evan Jordahl hitting it for 3. Another timeout called. Or no, a foul. Turnover by the Silver Eagles. It's Milton ball. Evan Croak will take a seat. Who'd we bring in? (15) Henry Walsh in the game for the first time. I believe that was Jordahl with the basket there. Doesn't matter, they're scoring at will. It's 19-6 over the Silver Eagles. Munns taking the handoff from Nelson. Now he tries to drive. Lost it, but Bracken picks it up. Bracken tips the rebound. Recovered by Bracken. This is Munns. Driving right side, stop at the baseline. Pass it out to Nelson. Nelson, he'll try a drive and kick it back to Munns. Munns into the lane, into the corner. Walsh gave it to Hibner. Hibner looking for some help and finds Munns up top. 10:45 to play. Milton off to a fast start. Now Jacob Munns picking up. Silver Eagles offense is looking kind of disheveled. And nobody's hitting shots right now. Campion with the steal. No, that wasn't Campion either. That was Samuel Burdette. Took the ball away from Nelson, drove down, and then lost control of it. But they're going to say it's going to be Milton ball under their own basket. This is Tommy Widner who is going to inbound it. 10:33, and it's a 19-6 Milton lead, and they have the ball under their own basket. Not a great start for the Silver Eagles. Campion, a long 3. Oh my goodness, nothing but net. 9 points for Campion already. Nelson needing help from Hibner, back to Lance. Lance across midcourt, into the corner. This is Bracken, back to Hibner. Hibner to Nelson, up top to Loken. Drive the lane, back to Nelson for 3. Lance can't quite get it. Rebound, Bracken, the putback in the basket, and the foul. Bracken with 6 points, 6 to the Silver Eagles 8, and a chance to add another one here. The foul on number 3, Jack. They're going to call it? Nope, not 3. 25, Tommy Widner. His first, team 4th. And a timeout called. We'll take a commercial break and step right out. No, I'm just kidding. No commercials here. Wow. 22-8. The Silver Eagles really struggling to start this one. And when I looked at things early on, I thought they had a good shot against these guys. But clearly, Milton has other ideas. Gavigan's got that 1-game winning streak he's trying to protect. He came out with a great offensive plan. Run the ball like crazy, and they're having great success against a very athletic Silver Eagle team. Just under 10 minutes to play in the first half, and we're already trailing 22-8. How'd they score? How'd they outscore us by 14 points in 8 minutes? I'll never know. Well, I do know. I was here to watch it. After tonight, the boys and girls will play on the 27th next week. And a doubleheader at McFarland. The girls play at 5:15, I believe, and the boys at 7:30. We're not covering that one. We'll be back here Friday, January 3rd, when the boys take on the Whitewater Whippets. All right, the Silver Eagles come out to shoot Bracken's free throw. Bracken's attempt, no good. Rebound, Burnett. Nothing else, you got to hit your free throws, boys. Come on. It's Burrows dumping it outside to number 5, Evan Jordahl. Jordahl just missing that 3 and the Silver Eagle rebound. Campion guarding Hibner. Campion giving up about 6 inches to Hibner, but he's so fast. Missed by the Silver Eagles. Rebound. Who else? The Red Hawks. Down the floor in a hurry is Burrows. Swinging around to Campion. He drives the lane, kick it back to Jordahl, and Jordahl called for the travel. Dane Nelson into the game. And 25, Tommy Widner will sit down. Nelson back into the game. Who have we got? Tipton, Nelson, Loken, Brackner, and Kevin Nett. High pass over to Loken. Left side, they swing it around to Nett, and they say he walked with it. Red Hawk ball. Everything going wrong for the Silver Eagles in this first half. They're not shooting, they're turning it over. All right, Campion will bring it up. Boy, kicks it back to Bothan, and Bothan for 3. 25-8. Yikes. Nett will give it back to Logan as they get across. Nelson for 3. There we go. Let's say that's going to do it. That's going to get us on the start here. 25-11. So Eagles making a little headway now. Campion, nice dribbling. Bothan. Give it back to Campion in the left corner. He'll stop and pop. 3 ball, no good. Rebound, Silver Eagles. Loken brought that one down, gives it to Nelson in the right corner. Nelson tried to drive the baseline, whip it out. Nice shot there by number 5, Lucas Tipton. 6'2" junior guard, his first basket of the night, makes it a 25-13 game. Little life for the Silver Eagles as they score 5 straight points. Now Campion will bring it up. Campion's got a look of a 50s player, or maybe even 60s, with the black shoes, short socks, his haircut. He's quick, boy. Nice save there. Oh, nice dribble, crossover dribble there, and a basket. Jordahl with the basket. 27-13, back to a 14-point lead. Loken drives the right side of the lane, lost it out of bounds. They're going to say Milton touched it last, and it's MG ball under their own basket. Now Burnett will come out, and 23, Weber Paul will come in. Nelson will come out, and Widner will come back in. Widner's a big kid. Nelson's tall, but Widner's broad. Schrockenthaler in there to do battle with him now. Missed by the Silver Eagles, and of course, rebound Milton. Down the floor in a hurry underneath the basket. This is Weber Paul. They bring it out to Campion on the right side. Weber Paul for 3. Nope, off the front of the rim. Rebound Nett. Or tipped it, excuse me. Nelson bringing it across. Loken looking for some help. Runs 2 Red Hawks into each other. A 3 ball for Tipton. 5 points for the junior. Tipton hasn't had a big night like this before. It's only 2 baskets at 5 points, I know, but that's a good start for the junior. Give him some confidence. Little scoop underneath. Taylor pulls it down, lost it. Bracken picks it up. Nice defense by the Silver Eagles. 27-16. 2-point attempt. And a foul called underneath the basket. That was Nelson taking that shot, and then a missed who got underneath. It'll be one of the Silver Eagles getting called for the foul. Taylor called for the foul, his first. Red Hawk ball. Silver Eagles with Hibner, Bracken, Munns. Oh, Campion again. Nelson and Loken in the game. Munns will bring it across for the Silver Eagles. We're under 6 minutes to play in the first half. Jacob will step back now into the corner. This is Bracken back to Munns in the corner. Munns splits 2 defenders into the lane. Nice move there by Bracken. Can't get the basket, gets the rebound. Out to Hibner, and he misses a shot. Nelson to Munns. Hibner with another miss. Tipton with the miss. Down the floor in a hurry. Jordahl is swinging around to Campion. High left side. Crossover dribble. Step back. Give it to Burrows. Burrows can't get it. Fighting for the rebound. 25. Widner with the putback. And a timeout called by Coach Z. 31-16. 5:05 to play in the first half. A shaky first half for the Silver Eagles. Earlier tonight, JV squad split games with Milton by almost an identical score. JV1 winning or losing 57-41. JV2 winning 57-40. So up to the varsity squads to split the 3 games set, and right now it looks like Milton's got this one well under control. Aside from Connor Bracken, nobody having a whole lot of success shooting the ball. Bracken, by my count, with 6 points. Tipton and Nelson made a couple of 3-point balls in the last few minutes, and that gave me a little hope. But boy, then Milton went on a little bit of a tear, and right now we're trailing it by 15 points. They've almost doubled this up. And I believe it'll be MG ball coming out of the timeout. All right, we were talking about Tipton, how 5 points has been a big game for him. Let's see. His career high has been 2. In fact, he scored 2 points all season, so 5 tonight is nice. We'll take that. All right. Nelson and Hibner in the backcourt. Tipton, Bracken, and Loken already over the center line. Nelson will bring it across. Up high, this is Bracken. He's looking for somebody there. He found Hibner. Tipton to Loken, into the lane, dump it back. Bracken for 2. Nice baseline jumper. Connor Bracken with 8 points. Silver Eagles with only 18. They trail by 13 to the Red Hawks. Campion runs off a screen. Widner for 3. Oh, nothing but net. Tommy Widner, 6'2" junior. 31-21. Nelson to Bracken, to Hibner, back to Nelson. Dump it inside to Bracken. Nice move, and he can't get it to drop, but he does draw the foul, and we'll get 2 shots. So somebody in Milton done something they shouldn't have done. 24? No, they don't have a 24. They haven't put the foul up on the scoreboard yet. We do have Bracken ready to shoot 2. He has 3 up there, but it's not Hafner. He hasn't been in the game. 33. Bracken's missed 2 2 in a row now from the free throw line. Oh, it was Hafner. Okay. Connor Bracken attempting his next shot. Off the front of the rim, rebound Bothan. Silver Eagles have missed 3 free throws so far tonight. That's not been the difference, though, as they trail by 16, 34-18. Campion. Tell you, I think if they had nobody else on the floor, they could put Campion out there with the ball, and he could evade the Silver Eagles for a few minutes. Possibly even put some points up. Nice little dump pass there. They whip it across to Nelson. Saved by Nelson. Back to Campion into the lane to Burrows. Stolen by, I think that was Loken with the steal. They passed up a layup. There's Nelson for 3. Miss. Bracken with the rebound. Out to Tipton. Loken in the lane. Right-hand layup. No. Bracken with the rebound. The putback. No. The tip. No. Connor the third time. No. Rebound Milton. Finally. I think the Silver Eagles had 4 or 5 shots on that possession. Couldn't get any of them close to the dropping in. Oh, my goodness. We're down to 3:15. A 31-18 or 34-18 lead. Campion with a little push off there. Can't get it to drop. Rebound tipped his way. Nope, that's Burrows or Jordahl. Then they drop it into Widner, and he scores. Widner with 7 points. Lance Nelson bringing it across to Loken. Nelson inside to Bracken, whip it into the corner to Hibner. Hibner dribbles out of trouble, up top to Loken. To Nelson, free throw line, he'll drive inside. Draws the foul. He didn't make the basket, but at least we got that much. Foul on Dane Nelson. His first foul. 2 Silver Eagles subs ready to come in. I believe this is Schreiner and I can't see the other guy's number. Schreiner and Net. They'll take the place of Bracken and Tipton. We'll see Lance Nelson go to the line. Shooting 2. Lance's first trip to the line. He's got 3 points already tonight. Drops that one in. Lance, an excellent free throw shooter. My undoubtedly questionable stats say he's been hitting 83%. And he makes both of those, so I have a hard time doubting him too much. That's 5 points for Lance. 36-20. Silver Eagles over the 20-point mark. That's something anyways. Campion will walk it across. 2:25 to play in the first half. Runs off the screen. Spin move in the lane. Dump it down low. Looking for rubber ball. Lost the handle. Recovered by the Silver Eagles. Nelson on the run. Dump it off to Hibner. Into the lane. Looking for Bracken. No, I'm sorry. That was Schreiner or Schrockenthaler they're looking for. And he gets fouled. Schrockenthaler to the line. Hafner called for his second foul. Hey, Schrock made the first one. First free throw out of 4 attempts for the Silver Eagles in this first half, 21-36. Brendan getting another one coming up. Schrockenthaler, a 6'4" junior forward. Puts this one up. Rattles the rim but drops it in. His first 2 points of the night, and it's 36-22. 2:05 to play in the first half. Campion will walk it up as we hit the 2-minute mark. Sub ready to come in for Milton at the next whistle. Campion just willing to take some time off the clock, and Silver Eagles willing to sit back and let them. We're under 1:50 now. Campion will drive. Lays one up from the lane. Nope, but he draws the foul. Yeah, he's got old-time skills. Foul called on Kevin Nett, his first. Campion going to the line, shooting 2. Oh, clangs that one out. He made his first 2 free throws of the evening and then missed that one. Second one coming up for Campion. That one he drops in. I have him for 10 points now. And it's a 37-22 Milton lead. Nelson to Loken, high left side, into the corner. Hibner, nope. Rebound, Schrockenthaler, Schrock with the putback, no. Rebound, Brendan again. Nelson will drive the baseline. Put one up, no, can't get it. Rebound, 31 Burnett. Redhawks on the run. Or should I say they're flying? Ha, ha, ha. Weber Paul in the corner, up top to Burnett. He'll hand it off to Campion, and Campion will go stand in the corner again. Now he'll drive in, dump it down low. This is Botham, or Burrows, excuse me, looking for Nelson inside. They dribble it up top, give it to Campion. He misses that, and we got a foul on the Silver Eagles. 55 seconds to play in the first half, and Silver Eagles trailing 37-22. Second foul on Lance Nelson. Connor Bracken coming back in, and Schrockenthaler taking a seat. Redhawks inbounding. Burnett up top to Campion. 50 seconds to play. Guarded by Trey Loken. So Eagles in a man-to-man most of the first half. I don't know if I've seen him play anything different tonight. They could almost do a box and one against Campion. Now he'll try and drive into the corner. He dumps it to Burnett. Back to Campion all alone. Oh, and he gets the basket and the foul as Connor Bracken landed on him. He did a nice fake, get Campion up in the air, and then he stood his ground and let Bracken come down on him. First foul on Connor Bracken. And Campion will go to the line for one. Now, who's this guy? 35. Zach Botham back into the game. Jacob Munz in. So Munz, Nelson, Loken, Hibner, and Bracken in the game. Campion makes the second one. He's 3 out of 4 from the line. 13 points. 40-22, 28 seconds to play in the first half. Nelson. Crossover dribble, can't get freed. Into the corner to Hibner. He finds Nelson back in that same right corner. Now Nelson, good head fake. Try to go to the baseline, that's blocked. 2 guys on him, he throws it up, knocked one down, got the rebound, knocked it out of bounds. They're going to say Milton touched it last, and it's MG ball. 12.7 seconds left, 40-22 here in the first half. Silver Eagles will inbound. Fairly quick first half, not a ton of fouls. Inbound to Bracken, swing it around to Munz. And throw it away. I'm not sure if Nelson wasn't looking or what there. Munz thought he had the open shot, though. And now Burnett will come in and Botham will come out. Under 10 seconds to play. There the clock starts. Campion will bring it up. Watch for him to drive. They've got him double covered. Everybody's watching him as Silver Eagles drop into his own. Bracken from half court. Nope, that's the first half buzzer. 40-22, the Silver Eagles in a tough one. We'll be back with the second half of Silver Eagle basketball. This is Monona Creative Media. I'm Steve Barnelli, and thank you so much for watching. We'll be back with the second half of Silver Eagle basketball in a few moments. Welcome back to Silver Eagle basketball. The Monona Grove boys losing to the Milton Redhawks at halftime, 40-22. It's been a rough first half for the Silver Eagles. Makes me think of last night's game, only the roles are reversed. Last night it was the girls who were having success over the Redhawks. Tonight it's the Redhawk boys all over Monona Grove, 40-22 in that first half. For the Silver Eagles, we'll run down the scoring. Lance Nelson, their senior and leading scorer, with only 5 points in that first half. 2 for Jordan Hibner, 5 for Lucas Tipton, and 8 for Connor Bracken, 2 for Brandon Schrockenthaler. That's it. Silver Eagles 4 out of 7 from the free throw line. They've been getting beat up by a combination of Campion and Jordahl for the Redhawks. As Campion is leading scorer for the Redhawks, has just teared them up so far. By my unofficial reckoning, I've got him for 14 points. He's averaging just about 20 a game, and they haven't found a way to stop him. The kid is really, really fast. I give him a lot of credit. But Silver Eagles got to figure out something. We'll see how well Dan Z and the squad adjusts here, in the second half. I said after this game, MG will travel to McFarland. Milton, let's see, they take on Beloit Memorial, who according to this hasn't won a conference game yet. So if they can pull this one out, Milton has a chance to win 3 games in a row before they take on a Watertown squad. We're just about ready to get started with the second half here. 40-22. I really didn't expect that. I looked at this and thought the Silver Eagles could outscore these guys, but so far it's not gone their way in the least. The shooting has been cold. Milton has run the ball really well up and down the floor. All right, Redhawks come out on the floor with Bothan, Campion, Burrows, and Nelson. They're starting 5. Did I miss somebody? Weber Paul, 23. Silver Eagles with Bracken, Munns, Loken, Nelson, and number 4, Jordan Hibner. All right, Milton will start the second half with the ball. This is Campion dribbling across the center court line. Campion, top of the key. Dump it off to Bothan, and then back up top to Campion. Campion just standing there and holding it. They're going into a stalling tactic here. Burrows back to Campion, back to Burrows. He'll go back to Campion. Nobody wants to come out to half court to challenge Campion. This is Bothan. He's on the left wing. You give it back to Campion on top of the right wing. Campion will drive it now, give it to Burrows, who gives it back to Campion. It's just the guards playing keep away at the top. Loop it to Burrows, inside to Olsen, or Nelson, excuse me. And they go back up, and Campion called for travel. His first turnover of the game, I think. They turn it over, and it's MG ball now. 17:01 to play, just a minute into the second half. 40-22, Redhawks on top. They look inside to Bracken, stolen away, lays it up and in. 2 for Burrows. Burrows made that one look easy. Nelson, give it to Munns. He'll dribble between the circles. Left side, Nelson to the free throw line. Looking to dump it down low. Bracken, no. Rebound. Campion, why not? Campion, boy, he's quick down the floor, lays it up and in. Right-hander, no. Tipped into the hands of Munns. He'll bring it down for the Silver Eagles. Down court quickly to Loken. Loken to Nelson. Try to drive a spin move from the right side into the lane. Floats it up. Nope, too far underneath. Rebound, Redhawk. Campion down the floor. Dump it off to the left side. Back to Campion, high left side, and he'll dribble up between the circles as we start this little cat and mouse game again. Under 16 minutes to play, 42-22. The Redhawks on top. Campion into the lane, 10-footer, no. Rebound Bracken. Connor Bracken gets a lot of rebounds, but he's the only one pulling him down tonight, it seems like. Loken thought about the 3, dribble to the free throw line, dump it off to Nelson on the right side. He tries to back in, and this is Hibner, excuse me. Munns up top, left side, Loken. Driving the lane, lost the ball, picked up by who else? Campion. Campion quickly down floor to Burrows, right side, off to Bothan, dribble the baseline, and he draws a foul. This is going to be the 3rd on Bracken, I believe, or 2nd on Bracken. Well, they're saying just his first. Okay, then. Bothan at the line, shooting 2. Makes the first. I have him for 4 points. Loken will sit down, and I missed who that was. I think that's Croak that came in his place. Bothan sinks them both, of course. They are 5 out of 6 shooting free throws by my accounting. 15-10 to play. 44-22. They've doubled us up. Bracken up top. Hand off to Nelson between the circles. Nelson trying to go right side. He's got Croak off on the wing there. He gets Owen the ball. Owen will dribble into the lane. Flow one up. 2 for Owen Croak. Owen's first points of the game. Silver Eagle fans on their feet now as he pulled within 20. 14:45 to play. Campion between the circles. Burrows left side. They look inside for Weber Paul in the left corner. He's trying to dribble out of trouble. Goes up top to Campion. He's their go-to on every possession, it seems. Now Nelson called for Schrock in the lane. And Kevin Neto come in, and Hibner will take a break. Nelson bringing it up for the Silver Eagles. There's Net on the right corner. Out to Hibner up high. Excuse me, Bracken up high. This is Munns. High left side. Down low, Croak tries to go baseline. Block, gets it back to Munns. He'll take the 3. Off the rim. Rebound, Croak. Nice. He stayed low, let the defenders go up, and then as he went up in the air, he took the foul and will get 2 shots. I don't know which one they call it to. He split 2 defenders. Second foul on Campion. Good. That'll send Croak to the line shooting 2. Croak aims it. Gotta make your free throws. Subs coming in. We got 25 Tommy Widner and 31 Samuel Burdette. Both of those guys did some damage in the first half. Croak, second one coming up. Makes it. 3 points in the night for Owen Croak. 44-25. This is Campion, and Silver Eagles turn to a full court press now. Get it across. No, not quite. Bothan. Campion will get it across. Splits 2 defenders to the free throw line. Pass stolen by Net, and Net tries to get it over to Munns, and Munns lost the handle on it and went out of bounds. Milton ball, of course. That's been the story of tonight's game. 13:48 to play. Silver Eagles as close as 19. Let's see if they can cut into that a little more now. Prevent the Redhawks from scoring this time. This is Campion between the circles. Right side Burrows. Excuse me, Bothan. Into the hands of Lance Nelson. Lance on the run. Looking for somebody to pass to. Up top to Croak for 3. Blocked. Burnett with the block. To give to Campion. Campion for 3. Why not? Campion creeping up on his average. 13 minutes plus a few seconds. 47-25. Milton on top. Nelson handed off to fall away jumper by Net. No. Rebound Milton. Every time the Silver Eagles get a little momentum, Milton comes back and scores another big basket. Now Campion will go into the corner trying to lure Munns in there. This is 11. Bangs it off the bracket. Is that Luke Hughes? Subs coming in for the Silver Eagles. Schrock and Thaler in the game. I think we're going to see a few more subs here. Net, Loken, Nelson, and Tipton. Jordan Tipton. Make sure I get the right guys in here. Nelson. Tipton, Loken, and Nelson playing keep away. Nelson to Loken. High right side. He'll try to drive into the lane, and he's fouled on the floor. 12:16 to play in this one. 47-25. Third foul on Campion. That's the only way to stop him. Hope he fouls out. They swing it up to Tipton up high. Down left side lows. Nelson up top to Loken. Trey backing up now. Nice pass. And a 3-ball for Will Schreiner. Big guy comes off the bench and immediately hits a 3. 28-47. We're back down to that 19 points. We can't seem to get much closer than that. Campion with the ball for the Redhawks. Running off a couple of screens into the MG defense. Dumps it into the corner. 3-ball missed. Rebound Burrows. They go inside. Loose ball picked up by Tipton. They give it to Nelson, and Nelson will bring it across. Nelson jumps up, gets his body on Weber Paul, and draws the foul. He'll be shooting 2. Weber Paul's second foul. Nelson's line shooting 2. Lance is 2 for 2 from the line tonight. Only 5 points. Let's make that 6. He's got a ways to go to get up to his average. Averaging just over 17 a game. I don't think he's going to make that one. Second one coming up for Lance Nelson. And that is good as well. Lance hitting 4 straight from the free throw line. 7 points on the night. So here goes a little bit of pressure between Nelson, Loken, and Tipton. Burrows back up to Campion between the circles. They're just going to take every second they can out of every possession. Burdette to Weber Paul to Campion. Campion will set things up again. That's Jordahl running around on the left side there, trying to set a pick. Now Jordahl over Burnett. Excuse me. There's a 3-ball. Burdette hitting 3 on that one. 50-30. Trockenthaler picks up the loose ball for MG. Out to Loken. Take it, Trey. Long 3. Nice shot by Trey Loken. Surprisingly, Trey's first basket of the night. They've done a great job shooting, knocking down these MG guards. Campion dribbling around Nelson to Burrows to Burdette. Into the lane, dump it back to Burrows for 3. Burrows for 3. Excuse me. Yeah, Ethan Burrows. Loken again, same spot where he hit that 3 before, runs off of Trockenthaler's screen. Nelson, left side. Try to drive the baseline, trouble, floats it up. Can't get it to drop. Trockenthaler almost got the rebound there, but taken away from him by the Redhawks. Campion into the lane, dumps it into the corner. And Jordahl called for the travel. 5:25 to play. 53-33. Now Hibner will come in. Hibner and Bracken into the game. Joining our guard combination of Nelson and Loken. And Schreiner on the floor too, of course. Loken trying to get around a player there and runs into a double team. Gets it to Schreiner in the corner. Will for 3. Long. Rebound. They're going to call a push-off on Hibner. I disagree with that one. I didn't see him touch anybody. They're saying a 4th foul. Oh, they called it on Nelson. Yeah, it says 4th foul on Lance Nelson. That's surprising. Oh, no, wait, that's on Campion, I'm sorry. Nelson with just 3. So Lance floats one in the lane, can't get it. Draws a foul, though. They haven't bothered to take Campion out of the game, despite his 4 fouls. I have a feeling he's coming out shortly as they're going to bring Weber Paul in. Nelson to the line. Lance makes his 5th in a row from the line. Now Campion will come out. Weber Paul will come in. Give Campion a lot of credit. He's the reason why they're winning this game. He has played a fantastic game. I've got him for a couple of threes. Nelson misses his first missed free throw of the night. He's 4 out of 5, 53-34, just under 9 minutes to play. Let's see how they run things without Weber Paul or without Campion in there. 3-ball missed. Weber Paul missed but draws a foul. See who they call this on. Third foul on Nelson. And that'll send Weber Paul to the line. His first trip to the line. He is scoreless by my ciphering and still remains scoreless after banging that one off the bracket. Remarkably, so far by my figuring, Milton has shot only 7 free throws, 8 counting that one, and made 6 of them. Munn's back into the game, and Schreiner will sit down. Excuse me.
Sorry.
Up high to Bracken. Nelson going baseline, no foul called. Picked up by, who is this? 31, Burdette. They back it off. Burrows. Burrows to Burdette. To Bothan. Back to Burdette. Burdette dump it down low to Bothan. Miss. Nelson tipped it, and they're going to get him for a foul. Second foul on Dane Nelson. Second team foul, 6th team foul against the Red Hawks. So MG will be shooting the rest of the game. 7:50 remaining, and a 54-34 Milton lead. Nelson for 3. Boom! Lance Nelson hitting one. 11 points for Lance now. He lets the Silver Eagles crawl closer, 37-54 with 7:42 to play. Timeout called by the Red Hawks. Well, so far not the night for the Silver Eagles, but they still have plenty of game left. All right. Well, Bracken and now Nelson into the act. Bracken got most of his points in the first half. Nelson keeping them close in the second half, but might be an instance of a too little too late. There's 7:40 left in this one, and we trail it by 17. Yikes. All right, Milton ball. Burrows against the press to Botham, back to Burrows. Silver Eagles doing a good job. And 10 seconds, they turn it over to the Silver Eagles. Good defense there. Interesting, they're a different offense without Campion on the floor. Of course, they don't need him right now. Now with this 17-point lead, they can let him rest a little bit. Nelson with the ball for the Silver Eagles. Into the corner to Loken. Up high to Bracken, swinging around to Munns, high left side. Jacob looking for some help, looks inside for Bracken. Nice move by Connor and dumps it in for 2. 10 points for the big guy. 54-39, down to a 15-point lead. You never know here. Bothan in trouble there. They get it over. Burnett for 3. No, in and out, rebound Bracken. Nelson on the run. Step back, give it to Munn, swinging around left corner, Hibner. Hibner looking for some help. Finds it in Loken, top of the key. This is Munns, high left side. Jacob into the corner to Hibner. Thought he might take the 3. They look inside for Bracken. Nope, out to Munns for 3, or Nelson for 3, missed it. Nelson gets the rebound. Back to Munns for 3. No, off the front of the rim. Nelson comes up with the rebound. Boy, body's hitting the floor down underneath the basket there. They get it across with Burrows running the point. Burdett to Weber Paul in the right corner. 6:15 to play. Burrows now working against Munns. Silver Eagles in a zone. No, they aren't man-to-man yet. They've been man-to-man most of the game. This is Burrows trying to drive against Munns. And they're going to call Silver Eagles for a foul. 54-39, just under 6 minutes to play. Net coming in for the Silver Eagles, is this? No. 24, Owen Croak. Second foul called on Connor Bracken. 3 ball. Rebounded by Munns, and there's a whistle, so it'll go against the other side. That was Andre Wofford who put that one up. That'll bring Munns down to shoot 1 and 1. As we're in the bonus, the foul on number 13, Ethan Burrows, his second. We're in the bonus now for the Silver Eagles. Monona with only 3 fouls in this half. Munns hitting the first. That's the first point of the night for Munns. Munns with 1, 3 for Loken, and 11 for Nelson. All 3 of them well off their average. Munns hits them both. So, 54-31, or 41. Just a 13-point game. Campion back in the game. They wisely bring him off to try to staunch the flow here. The handoff to Campion from Burrows. He'll drop back now. Try to take on Nelson one-on-one. Burrows swinging over to who is that? Weber Paul. Into the lane, they bring it up top to Campion again. 5:24 to play. Milton content to take a lot of time off the clock here. And a foul called on Loken. Excuse me, Nelson. That could be his 4th, I think. Now we've got some discussion over on the side here. Oh, they're just going to make him inbound it from there. That's fair enough. Oh, nice pass inside. Lays it up and in. That was Burrows with the easy 2. Burrows has done some damage. I've got him for 9 points tonight. Now 56-41, just over 5 minutes to play. Loken to Bracken for 2. We got a whistle. This will be Munns called for a second foul. Inbound to Campion. 4:50 to play. 56-43. Silver Eagles could you sure use a turnover and a basket here. Campion down the floor. Pass it down low to Bothan. Bothan gets the basket and the foul. Bracken called for his 3rd foul. Botham to the line where he's perfect 2 for 2. I have him for 7 points tonight. Perfect on that one. 8 points for Zach Botham. Botham comes into the game averaging 4.7, so he's having a nice night. Nelson hands it off to Munns. 59-43. 4:20 to play. Loken looking for some help, finds Nelson. Nelson in the lane, 8-footer, no. Rebound, Bracken, the putback. 2 more for Connor Bracken. Silver Eagles got a long ways to go. They got to get some defensive stops here. 4 minutes to play in this one. They trail at 59-45. Just a 14-point game, which sounds like a lot, but they get caught on a couple possessions. They got a shot here. Bothan swinging around to Campion up high. 3:45 to play, guarded by Munns. Campion can't get it to drop, rebound Croak. Nelson on the run, dump it back to Croak. Handoff back to Nelson. Nelson went down. They're gonna call a foul on Nelson on the floor, or who? I think they're gonna call it on Weber Paul. See who it goes on the scoreboard against. (59-45), a 14-point lead for the Red Hawks. We'll see what the call was when we come out of the timeout here. I believe this is going against the Red Hawks. Moving back like we might be shooting. Please stop that. Please stop that. Okay, it looks like it's going to be MG ball here. What do we got? It to be timeout or inbounding by the MG bench. Evidently MG called the timeout there. There was no foul called, but Croak doing a good job, or was that Nelson calling the timeout? He'll bring it in for the Silver Eagles. Hand off to Trey Loken. Loken driving left side, floats up a 5-footer, 2 for Trey. Long pass down court, almost stolen by Connor Bracken. Said we're going to get a foul called. Took down Ethan Burrows pretty hard. It was a long pass. It was a good idea to try and steal that. Timeout called by the Red Hawks. No foul apparently. I thought we might catch one there. .307 to play, a 59-47 lead. Maybe someone being ejected here, walked out by Will Schreiner, or Jeff Schreiner. 59-47, a 12-point Red Hawk lead. The Silver Eagles almost coming up with a big turnover there, and they could have cut that to less than 10. Instead, Red Hawks inbounding right in front of their student section. The handoff to Campion, or excuse me, that's Burrows. Campion up between the circles. He'll get the ball soon, don't worry. Burrows and Weber Paul in the corner, back up to Burrows. They'll hand it up on top to Campion, and they'll start all over again. Under 3 minutes to play, 2:50 left in this one. And a 12-point Red Hawk lead. Bothan, give it to Campion. Oh, and Campion on the line, over and back. Where did that come from? He looked down like he had no idea where he was when they called that. So there's the turnover the Silver Eagles needed. A chance to cut into this 12-point lead, maybe make it even single digits. Croak inbounding to Nelson. Lance Nelson, the senior guard and captain and leading scorer for the Silver Eagles. Up to Croak on top, swing it to Bracken. Nelson, free throw line into the lane, 8-footer, dump it down low to Bracken. No, knocked out of bounds by Weber Paul. It's MG ball under their own basket, 2:24 to play. 59-47, still a chance here. They got to score some points on almost every possession though, or they got to get some turnovers. Nelson looking inbound, gets it into Bracken. Bracken's been his go-to man tonight. Munn swinging around to Loken. Trey thought about the three, drives the lane, now falling away, and he gets called for the charge. Trey Loken for this first foul of the evening, and it's a big one. Turns the ball over to the Red Hawks. Didn't need that. Subs coming in for the Red Hawks, Burrows and Widner. Joining Weber Paul, Campion, and Burrows. Silver Eagles with Munns, Loken, Bracken, Nelson, and Croak. Now Campion just trying to dribble away some time here. Running into the double team. They got a couple chase on him. Taken away by Croak. Croak with the steal off Campion. Over to Munns. High left side. Nelson up top between the circles. All he needs is a step or two. Into the free throw line, big hop, put up the 10-footer. 2-4 for Lance Nelson. And they call a timeout, 59-49, a 10-point game with 1:48 left. Coach Z's got a plan. I've always had confidence that he had a plan. He was just waiting to get us down to a 10-point game. Then he can make something happen here. Well, at this point, actually anything can happen. Silver Eagles not out of this one. They were down by 20 late in the second half here, and they've come back strong to cut that down to 10 points. And a couple good possessions here, and it could be anybody's game. Our officiating crew tonight, Art Maleknis, Cassius Peterson, and Calhoun. Minute 48 to play here at Mayfield Arena. Or is this the Evenstead Dome? All right, the buzzer calls the teams back out on the floor. The officials go back and remind them of this. Silver Eagles come out with Nelson, Bracken, Loken, Croak, and Munns. Croak listed at 6'1". He plays bigger than that, and he's got the speed of a guard, so it's nice to have him working this last few minutes of the game here. Campion inbounds, runs into a double team. Now runs a triple team. Into Widner, into the corner. Widner out to Burrows, up top to Campion. Minute 35 to play. Silver Eagles need a stop here, and they need one pretty soon, down to a 10-point game. Bothan, and Bothan is fouled. I believe Croak is the guilty party. Just the first on Croak. And that'll send Bothan to the line. I've got Zach Bothan that's 3 for 3 from the line. Total of 8 points on the evening. Minute 25 to play and a 10-point lead. Oh, and Bothan makes the first one. Bothan's second one, off the rim rebound, Bracken. Nelson with the ball. Out to Munns. Munns to the lane, the floater, no. Ball out of bounds. They're going to say Red Hawk ball. Minute 14 to play. Silver Eagles needed that one. Trailing it by 11, 60-49. They got to make every possession count now. And they got to get the ball back on every possession pretty quick here too. And they come up with a loose ball there. Munns in the lane, tries to dump it off, and it gets called for the foul. Come on. How was he planted? Explain that to me. Third foul on Jacob Munns. I think that was hardly a foul call. Now Bothan will inbound for the Red Hawks with a minute 5 to play. They dump it over to Burrows. Going up the right side. Runs into several Silver Eagles. Croak gets the steal to Bracken. He'll take it down the middle of the lane. Loken to Munns, or excuse me, to Nelson. Put up the 10-footer. 2 more for Lance. 47 seconds. 60-51. Burrows lost the ball and draws the foul. I think it's going to be the 4th on Bracken. Yep. Yep, 4th foul on Connor Bracken, so he's only got one more to give here, and that sends Burrows to the line shooting 2, I believe, or 1 and 1. I don't know, Silver Eagle fouls piled up pretty quick here in the last few seconds. It's 60-51 with 40 seconds remaining. We can hardly afford any of them. Burrows sinks that one, and that's a big one. That's a big one because now it's a 10-point game again, 61-51. It's hard to make those 4-point shots. That's what the Silver Eagles are going to need when they get the ball back. Burrows' second one doesn't go in, kind of a moot point. Widner gets the ball. They bring it around, whip it around, and Campion will dribble it out. 30 seconds left. I don't know if we got anything left here. Boys gave it a good fight. 25 seconds left. They just swing it around the perimeter. Campion can out-dribble 2 players if he needs to, and Barry draws a foul. It's either Croak or Nelson on this one. That's going to be Croak. 21 seconds left, and that'll send Campion to the line, and the Red Hawks will drop back all 4 other players. Campion at the line where he's 3 out of 4. He's had a really nice night. He is a heck of a player. One of the faster kids I've seen. I also mentioned he was on the baseball team. I'm surprised he doesn't play football with that kind of speed. He'll drop back now. They take Widner out and put Nelson in for rebounding and defensive purposes. Campion's second attempt. Also good. 63-51. Nelson, 10-footer, draws the foul and will go and shoot 2. They'll get Campion for this. I think that's Campion's 5th foul. Yes, it is. So he will foul out. I have him for 8, 14, 19 points. Just under his average of 19.7. But he's had a swell night. Now the Silver Eagle bench is emptied. Everybody except the free throw shooter, Lance Nelson. 15.5 seconds remaining, a 63-51 Red Hawk lead. The Silver Eagles will drop the 2 and 5. Nelson misses the first, of course he does. He's got to be tired. He's had a tough game. They've had him working hard on offense and chasing Campion. He makes the second one though. He'll come out now and Kevin Nett will come in. Timeout called by the Red Hawks. 15.5 seconds left. Silver Eagles putting in Schreiner, Cam Benke, Sean Daugherty. Let's see, Croak. I missed who else was coming in. We got one more. 63-52. Silver Eagles making a good game of this. They were down by 18 at halftime, 40-22. So they've outscored them. What is it? No, they haven't outscored them. Yes, they have. 30 to, my math is not so good right now, to 13. Or something like that. 30 to 23, they've outscored them. But Campion just too much, and then Jordo had a good game, Burrows, Baltham. All right, Silver Eagles inbound. Who's that 5th player we missed? Kevin Nett on the floor for the Silver Eagles. Luke Weber Paul with the ball running into the double team. Tied up. And we'll be shooting. 12.2 seconds remaining. Now Milton emptying their bench. Student section going wild. They're putting in some guy named Mason Ratzberg. That's how far gone this game is. Andre Wofford in the game. 11, Luke Hughes. 13, Ethan Burrows. He's played a lot of the game. Weber Paul missing the free throw. Rebound Silver Eagles because they dropped everybody else off. Net. Tipped. The putback by 22. Sean Daugherty, I believe that's his first basket of the season. And yes, it is. His first point at the buzzer makes it a 64-54 Milton lead. Silver Eagles fought valiantly to come back from an 18-point halftime deficit, but losing by 10 points, 64-54. Congratulations to the Red Hawks. They definitely outplayed the Silver Eagles, but we'll see them later again this season. Well, don't forget the doubleheader at McFarland this weekend. And then we'll be back here, let's see, January 3rd when the boys take on the Whitewater Whippets. Whitewater with a 7-foot junior, one of the top big men recruits in the country. Come on out and watch that. I'm Steve Barnelli. This is Monona Community Media. Thanks for watching so much. Silver Eagle boys falling, but giving a valiant effort. Thanks again.